this is my review of My Hero Academia. Okay, so this episode starts to set up some of the plot lines for the next couple of episodes. So as the students of Class 1A are trying to figure out exactly which side they want to be on, pointing out that they could go save Bakugo, but also points out that if they're reckless about it, that they could wind up being villains. And even Uraraka points out that she isn't entirely comfortable with the plan. So, which is also plays into a little bit later, couple different times. But Class 1A is trying to figure out what their plan actually is, and Iida obviously is very adamant about not really wanting them to go through with it. But also Todoroki and Kirishima have decided that they do want to go, and have even asked Yaoyorozu to make them another transceiver, but she's still deciding. At which point the doctor comes in, breaks the tension, tells all the kids they need to leave so that he can talk to Izuku alone. At which point he reveals that Deku really shouldn't use his quirk as extensively as he did in the fight against Muscular, pointing out that he had caused some severe damage to the ligaments in his body, which are what hold his arms together, and points out that if he keeps going the way he's going, he's eventually going to be unable to use his arms altogether. At which point Deku realizes that he does need to finally make a change and not go overboard when fighting enemies. At which point he calls his mom, lets her know what's happening, and also points out that he may not be home for a while, basically because of reasons that are explained a little bit later. Also because he's going to go try and save Bakugo, as we mentioned, but then he leaves, and along with Yaoyorozu, and is prepared to go join up with Todoroki and Kirishima. And Yaoyorozu also has finally made a decision, but before she can tell anybody what happened, Iida suddenly shows up and is very upset. And throughout his dialogue, we learn why. He's very upset that they're going to try and tackle the villains head on, and when Deku tries to talk him down and tries to calm him down, Iida actually punches Deku in the face, and also points out that the main reason he's so on edge is because he's the class rep. He's supposed to keep everybody safe, not just Bakugo. And also points out that when he saw Deku, how injured Deku was, it reminded him of his own brother when he saw him in the hospital. And points out that he wants everybody to just see where he's coming from, pointing out that if they go to fight, he won't be able to protect them. At which point Kirishima and Todoroki point out that they're not actually going to fight. They're going to try and do a non-peaceful solution to try and rescue Bakugo. And Yaoyorozu also agrees and gives them the transmitter. At which point, and it's also pointed out that that Iida is going, but it's revealed that the only reason he's going at all is to keep them from using their quirks. And if he finds out that they use their quirks even once, that he's going to pull them out immediately. So, and with that, the group of 5 get on a train to go to where they believe the facility to be, and also realize that they kind of stick out like sore thumbs. So Yaoyorozu suggests they go get some new clothes to blend in, although it's really just revealed that it was just an excuse for her and the other classmates to go shopping, which shouldn't be surprising because it's Yaoyorozu. But then, as they're in their disguises, they suddenly see a message appear on the screen in the square, and it's a press conference between the UA staff and the interviewers, and they're also pointing out that they're planning to take several measures to protect their students going forward. But Deku immediately notes that the crowd is kind of turning against them slowly and surely, and also pointing out that UA is kind of being treated like villains rather than heroes, and notes that if they don't do something soon, it's actually going to be the case. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, Shigaraki, who has been watching all this unfold on his little monitor in the hideout, uses this as leverage to try and persuade Bakugo to join their cause, and while also pointing out that Bakugo likes to win, and that if things continue the way they are, the heroes will never win. They're going to finally lose the fight between good and evil. And Bakugo notes that Bakugo likes to be on the winning side. At which point they're persuaded to let him go, but then he punches two of them in the face, including Shigaraki himself, and points out that he's not going to join them because he wants to win like All Might, not like a villain. And points out that all they really want to do is cause destruction wherever they go, regardless of what their motivations might be. At which point Shigaraki looks at the hand that fell off of his face, and it reminds him of his father, for reasons that are explained much later in the manga. Also throughout all of this, the police are assembling the world's top heroes to try and go raid the villain's hideout, so that they can finally just put an end to everything. And I don't imagine that going well, because as the preview points out, as the preview and the episode kind of point out, All For One is just gonna show up and mess everything up, because it's been building to that for a while, and everybody knows about this fight at this point. So everybody knows that this is what the anime has been building to for 2.5 seasons. They know that this fight is coming. I know this fight is coming. You know this fight is coming. But what's interesting is how the fight actually plays out. But yeah, this episode is going to kind of build to that fight, and then over the next couple of episodes, we're going to see one of the most climactic fights in the entire anime, because it's kind of like this big turning point for the series. It changes a lot of things about how the series plays out from this point forward, and it's a very big point for the show and the manga and everything else. So yeah, the next couple of episodes are going to be important. I'm looking forward to reviewing them. I'm not totally sure how I'm going to do it, because I don't really like going through fight scenes all that much, because it's kind of hard to portray a fight scene in a video where I don't really portray them, and also it's kind of hard to explain how fights play out for me. So I might have to find a way to do that and work things out, but who knows? But that's for me to worry about, not you guys. But yeah, if you guys have seen this episode of My Hero Academia, what did you guys think? Let's get a discussion on the comment section down below, or over on my Discord server, link in the description. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and also remember to ring the bell, because notifications are a bit screwy, and ringing the bell is the best way to ensure that you see everything. And also be sure to check out my Facebook and Twitter in the description below to keep up to date with what's going on, because I do post updates over there when I don't upload things, and I try to be consistent with that. But I also kind of just post like game development stuff and stuff like that over on my Twitter, so be sure to check those out. And also check out my Patreon description below as well. It's only a couple bucks a month, and it helps me improve the content for you guys, so I would definitely appreciate it if you did that. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!